So you guys are walking down the road. You, Rick, and Miss Rosie here are walking down the road, and y'all see a merchant. And after having discussions and trade, y'all decide to trade the 2 amethysts y'all got from the town, and for 4 healing potions. Okay. And that's all, correct?
Wow, that's nice. We get to trade these shiny stones for these potions that make us stay alive. I like that idea.
Yeah. So after y'all are done talking and whatnot, y'all y'all continue on down the trail for a couple of hours, and you see you see this person just kind of resting along the trail. Well, not in the middle of the trail, but on the side. And there's trees and stuff everywhere, by the way.
I go and get behind Rick for safety.
Okay. The person is sitting down, and it is a female, and you see that the female has scarlet red hair. But she's just kind of sitting there, resting. Y'all want to continue on, or y'all want to go around? What do y'all want to do?
Put my head from behind Rick's shoulder, and I stare very rudely. She doesn't know that. She's just staring and looking at a new person.
By the way, Michael, between now and the time the last quest, between now and the last quest, which has been a couple of days, have you been reading that book?
Oh yeah.
Okay, just double checking.
I don't have many other books to read. Just the one.
Okay.
And that's the only one I kept.
And all right, cool. And so Rosie stares rudely at this person on the ground. I need a perception roll from you, Miss Becca.
You might want to clarify.
Roll a D20.
D20. And here's your skills. Here, roll inside this thing. There you go, Michael.
That's my pot.
No, it's my pot.
That's your pot. That is your pot. She needs to get
what
her
is
own.
it?
It's a 12 plus your perception modifier,
3.
which is wisdom. So
wait, which one?
There's plus
15. All right, so you see. Okay, so here's what you see. Okay, you're sitting down, resting. Okay, you're actually heading towards a town called Greenest because you heard that the famous gnome rogue founded this town, and it's gotten successful. So you want some pointers. But you're sitting here resting, and you see. I swear, you see what appears to be a mind flare walking towards you with 2 other people. One of them is hiding behind the mind flare, okay? And it peeks out its head and stares at you rudely.
She's not giving mean mug eyes. She's just like staring and not looking away.
Okay, staring like extremely uncaring. How you think like curious.
Yeah. She's like a 4-year-old girl when it comes to social interaction because she's been in a bottle all her life.
Another one looks kind of like a human male, and he looks kind of like this right here. Actually, he has a leather shirt. He has no actual shirt on. He's just like wearing a leather jacket that happens to have a hood on it, and he's actually carrying a spear as well.
So I see a mind flare.
You see a mind flare.
I'm immediately going to stand up and kind of get into a defensive, like not hostily defensive, but just kind of bouncing on the balls of my feet with, my hand right by my weapon.
All right, so you see the person get up, and she looks a little scared. And she gets up and she looks like she's got her hand on her weapon.
Oh, did you see that, Rick? That pretty girl over there looks mean. She's almost about to grab her weapon. I don't like that one bit. You mean girl? I don't like you grabbing your weapon and looking at us. You go away.
So I can hear this, right?
Yes, absolutely.
She's yelling
I'm
at
just going
practically.
to cock my head to the side.
All right, Mr. Vothrin, do you want to say anything?
No, at this moment, I'm just looking back at Rosie. What the?
Did you see her, Baron? She's making threatening gestures at my buddy Rick here. And then she, like, jumps onto Rick's back and wraps her arms around his neck.
All right, Rick's got to make a strength check. Rick falls to the ground.
With me on top of him.
Yes.
I pat him on the shoulder. Get up, horsey.
Rick, with all his strength, tries to lift up past his shoulder length, but he just can't.
If you look at me from behind, my tiefling tail is wagging back and forth. She's having a great time.
Oh my god.
I mean, eventually Rick is able to, like, kind of get on all fours and kind of walk kind of like a dog, but no more than that.
I'll help Rick up. I'll help Rick
Perched
up.
on top of Rick, she, like, points at the rogue. You watch it. We're going this way. You better not hurt my friend Rick, or I will make you be my friend. And then she smiles weirdly.
Yeah.
At this point, after watching that exchange, I'm going to remove my hand from away from my weapon and just kind of cross them and have a very quizzical look.
So thanks to Bothrin's help, Rick actually ends up getting on his feet, somehow able to carry the weight of his stuff and Rosie.
Rosie hops off of Rick. Rick is uncomfortable.
You can see the sweat pouring off of Rick's tendrils.
You're killing him.
She already jumped off. He was very uncomfortable to ride.
Okay.
You can kind of tell she's setting her sights on Baron now. She was pretty keen on that back ride.
Okay. So, do y'all want to continue past this character, or do y'all want to stay and talk to her?
Well, I'll go over and apologize for the rudeness of our tiefling in our party.
All right. So, what do you say to her? Say, because she's right here.
Just that.
Oh. All right.
I'm just going to stand there and look from each one of them like I have no idea what's going on here. I also look like I'm about ready to run.
So she's about ready to run.
Rosie says, I was not being rude, you muscular masked man.
You don't know how to mask?
Yeah, you don't. It just looks like he's a normal human. You can't tell he's wearing a mask.
Whatever. You're a human.
Yeah.
Your face is human. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry.
So just to clarify, he looks human, right?
Yes, he looks human. By the way, try to speak, project your voice, because this speaker right here can't really hear.
I can hear her.
Oh, you can hear her well?
Yeah.
All right. So if you can hear her, I'm sure this can hear her. All right. So he apologizes, and she just kind of stares. What's happening?
I very tentatively just go, hi.
Let's go, Rick. She starts pulling on Rick's sleeve. I would like to buy some pretty clothes with our new money.
No!
Rick,
You just got the clothes from the dead goblin.
he literally said that out loud, by the way.
That's
okay.
one nice coat. I need the whole outfit. And
No,
besides
you
these,
don't.
you see these boots? These boots do not go with my I don't know what you would call it, my gypsy outfit. These do not go together.
What's the
Everybody
name of
knows
the
that.
town?
This is very tacky outfit.
On the name of the town that you're heading towards,
Mhm.
Greenest.
Are y'all going towards Greenest?
Oh, yes.
Uh,
We're going that way. No, she points.
You want a fellow traveler?
Do not touch my Rick friend.
I'm good. He looks like a nice fellow. I won't touch.
He is
Rick- Rick's eyes then start to kind of literally glow, and his tentacles flare around, and then he pulls from behind under his cloak a glass of water and just sticks his tendrils in the water.
Okay.
That's really what I do.
What did you do?
uh,
They can't see you because the camera only.
No,
works
I
for-
said I described it out loud. I said
Yeah.
so basically.
No, I'm
Rick's,
saying if you have a reaction, Rebecca, you need to say what your reaction is because they can't see you on the camera.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just all they see is this picture in the background, not Mitchell there,
Okay.
and they don't see us down there.
I just kind of nod weirdly and step like half a step further away from Rick.
Rick kind of notices, so he then juts out of the water and like kind of splashes everywhere a little, and he just kind of offers you some of his water. He like almost as if he feels that he's rude. He didn't offer some to you first, so he kind of offers you some.
but don't worry, he's harmless.
I'm really hesitant to do this. I'm probably about to. I pull out my mouse and I have some of the water so as not to seem too rude.
So Rick then carefully takes the mouse and just kind of dips him a little into the water. And of course the mouse is shaking and like terrified and stuff like that. So when Rick figures out that it's just not going to drink any water, it tries to hand it back to you.
Take it and let it scamper up on my shoulder.
Rick then just takes the glass of water and pours it all over himself.
Rosie bounces over.
Puts the glass back underneath his cloak.
Rosie bounces over to the new girl, and then wraps her arms around one of her sidearm and says, "Hello, new friend. I'm Rosie." And she looks at you, and she's really uncomfortably close to your face.
I'm just gonna pop back with hi, I'm Prim.
And like she like lights up, and like she didn't expect you to have that reaction, and then she starts bouncing up and down. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! I have a new friend. Look, Rick. And she points at Prim.
Rick goes,
I know. She's gonna go and find some clothes too at the new place. I know.
FYI, just so you know that. What were you gonna say? I was gonna say, FYI, just so you know, the shop, the trader that y'all passed by earlier had clothes.
I want to ask something.
Good, we've already left the trader.
All right. What, Beck?
I wanted to ask something. So I need to clarify with Michael. So you have your hand kind of like this halfway around me, right?
No, she has
No, around your arm.
She has the anime style girl wrapping around the arm with the boob squishing against your arm. That thing.
All right. So,
I turn around and just start walking again.
I call it the little sister arm grab because they
Yeah.
all the girls do it to their senpais and their oni-sans and stuff. Yeah.
I speak up and ask for your name.
Mitchell, he's talking to you.
Did I ever actually tell you my name?
you told Rosie, but you before you told Rosie,
No.
like when y'all first encountered, you said to Rosie, I don't tell my name to strangers, and then she said, well, I don't tell my name to ugly men.
I didn't say that to him.
It was something along that line. And then like
I might have said smelly man.
yeah, something like that. And,
Yeah.
And then like when y'all got to the old lady's keep tower.
You introduced yourself to the old lady, but I was there in the room.
Yeah. Well, no, you introduced yourself to Rosie as well, and Rosie introduced herself eventually.
Okay.
I rewatched all the videos, so I know.
But I keep my name to myself.
Okay. Whatever suits yourself.
Yeah.
So you do know you did hear that she introduced herself as Prim to Rosie, but Rosie, I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think Rosie introduced herself. I don't think you just called her friend, and that's it.
Yeah, she did say her name was Hi. She said, "Hi, my name's Prim."
I know, but what I'm saying is you didn't introduce yourself. Is what
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying.
did. I said, "Hi, I'm Rosie."
Oh, okay, yeah. You okay? All right, cool.
She like points over at Rick. That's my friend Rick. He keeps me safe, and he's a good friend, and he listens really good.
Like at this point in time, Rick's kind of like his head's literally just in the bushes, and it juts out, and there's like berries in between his tentacles and stuff.
Rick, that is nasty. You wash your face, young man.
And Rick pulls out from underneath his cloak what seems to be the same glass, but now is full, and he just kind of pours it on himself.
That's a neat trick.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
No, literally, that's what I say.
All right, so we're done with introductions and talking, and we're gonna head onto the road now, right?
We're off to see the wizard.
We are off to see the Wizard of Greenest.
Y'all never gave me an answer.
About what?
Oh, well,
What was your question again?
she said, "Are y'all going to Greenest?"
I said yes.
Yes, but I asked if y'all wanted a fellow traveler with you. And no one answered that.
She didn't answer, but she like wrapped onto your arm and said, "Hello, new friend."
So here's what happens. He's already walking. Rick eventually follows after, and Rosie starts dragging you towards Greenest.
Yeah. That's what would happen. Yeah. Or more like she's tugging and you're just going along with it because I don't think she's strong enough to drag someone else.
All right.
Handling. I'm thirsty.
Oh yeah, sure. Arizona D&D.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm going for the sweet. The green, I don't know, man. I just haven't had a feel for it lately.
So, all right. So it's getting close to sunset. Okay, and
The comrades.
you can see a bright light in the distance. Okay, and y'all assume that bright light is probably Greenest.
Oh, look, there's lights. We're almost at the town. I am so very excited. Prim, look. It's glowing over there.
I see that.
Let's go faster. She like starts pulling you and almost into like a jog. Well, whatever her version of a jog is, lashed onto your arm.
All right. So y'all get the trees start to clear, and y'all hear what sounds like loud noises coming from the city of Greenest. I don't know. I guess it's a town. The town of Greenest. And the trees begin to clear, and y'all see flames everywhere.
Oh no, not again. We just got through seeing a busted up city. I wanted to buy nice clothes.
You hear a voice that you know what the voice's name is. But the voice says, "Don't let it happen to this town too."
Okay.
Okay, so what do y'all want to do? You see flames from the town.
I start. Are we outside the town still?
Y'all are currently outside the town. Y'all are currently outside the town, but y'all can see it, and it's on fire, and there's loud noises like it's being attacked.
Okay. Rosie runs over to her spot behind Rick.
She heads to her appropriate place, her safe
Yeah.
place.
Safe
I
place.
start running into the town, toward the town.
Rick follows after.
I'm along for the ride, so I start sprinting.
All right, so as y'all sprint towards the town, you see a family escaping from their house. It's 3 children, a mom and a dad, and the dad looks to be heavily injured. And they're running away towards what appears to be a keep. The keep's a good distance away, like a long, long, long way away. But that's the direction they're heading. And it appears that several creatures are following behind them. Give me 1 second to make sure I got the right one. All right. I'm trying to make sure how many it is because I don't want to do this wrong. Okay, all right. So it's 8 kobolds chasing after them. What do y'all want to do?
She immediately
I
starts.
sprint towards the kobolds.
Cool. All right, first off, everybody gets a surprise round, and y'all can make it to the kobolds first.
Firebolt!
All right,
You
firebolt.
have your attack set up.
Yeah, I just want to see something.
Don't forget, because you're first level in warrior, you have the ability to dual wield your 2 weapons. So you get the
It's here.
I know, but I'm a little bit far away, right?
you'll be able to run up to some. All right, just so you know, that +3 right there on the damage, you do not add to your second weapon. Okay, so it's really
have to
just the
have-
+5.
Yeah,
and
you
the
have to have
1d4, okay.
You have to have the fighting style in order to get it to your second weapon. You have to be level 2 or 3 fighter to get the fighting style.
No, it's a level 1 fighter,
Mm.
and she can use both the weapons, but you have to have dual weapon mastery to get the bonus to the damage. So you have the bonus accuracy, you just don't have the bonus damage unless you.
Okay, yeah, I get it now.
On the way, while I'm running there, I want to throw a javelin.
All right, cool. So you basically you run up and do like an Olympian spear toss towards a cobalt. All right, go ahead, give me a roll.
Yeah, that's 7.
It's a 7. I'm pretty sure the cobalt's AC is a little higher than that, but let me check.
Yeah.
Don't look, guys. All right. Yeah, it's higher than that.
Alright. But I'm still running out.
Yes. Michael, you firebolt, right? Or Rosie, I mean.
Firebolt!
All right, Rosie.
Firebolt, dude!
19.
19 plus 5, nigga! What? Sorry, dropping the N-word. I am legitly mixed race, so it's okay. It's okay, guys.
Roll a d10 for damage.
2!
2 damage. That
Take it.
cobalt gets blasted, and now his attention is drawn to your group. All right, Rosie. I mean, not Rosie, but Prim. What do you want to do?
Well,
Run into skirmish.
I'm going to suddenly short stop and draw my bow.
Okay, so you stop, and you. Okay, so did you already have no weapons out, or did you have weapons out?
I had no weapons on.
All right, so you just have your item of action bow. Gotcha. All right, so you're gonna fire a cobalt, or what are you gonna do?
Fire the cobalt.
All right, go ahead and roll a d20 plus your whatever it says, the one on the left. No, not the d6. The d20 plus 5.
Yes, that plus 5 goes to your d20 when you initially attack, and then that d8 is your damage for which one you pick.
No,
Plus
the
3 is for your for your main weapon.
It's a d6, Michael.
I'm so confused.
I'm just saying in general.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you're doing a short bow. You roll a d20, you add 5, and then for damage you roll a d6 and you add 3.
Yeah, your damage is only if you hit though.
And that plus 3 is your dex modifier. So it's already on there. That's why I had you bring that up in the first place.
Yeah.
If you have any other weapons, you can add them as well.
What is it?
9 or 6?
That's a 6 plus 5.
11.
That's not enough. So you fire a bow at a cobalt and miss. And of course, Rick sees the cobalts and he fires a ray of energy from his hand, or not a ray of energy, but a blast of energy from his hand towards one of the nearest kobolds to the group of family. Not the wait, none of them have taken damage, correct?
One
is taken 2, but not the one that's taken 2 damage. Hold on. There we go.
Oh yeah.
18, so he hits.
+5.
Yeah, but you know,
It's
it's a D10 plus 3.
Eldritch Blast.
Yeah. That kobold's dead.
Yeah, it is. Eldritch Blast is strong, man.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, he as a warlock gets a +3 to his damage.
I know.
That's a minimal of 4.
Like, warlocks aren't known for their spells; they're known for their invocations, which add on to them.
Yeah.
They just get a bunch of cool abilities.
FYI, anyone whose Dex modifier AC is not already above 12 plus Dex modifier, I've already cast Mage Armor on me and Rosie, so I can cast it on anyone else. Anyway, so now it's a Kobold's turn.
You wear armor, don't you?
And the 8 Kobolds
Not really.
well, it's not the Kobold's turn. That was the surprise round. Sorry. All the Kobolds have noticed. All the Kobolds have noticed the party, and now it is time for everybody to roll initiative. Let me roll for Rick. Let me roll for the Kobold. Okay. Michael.
Initiative.
Yeah, everybody roll initiative. So roll a d20 plus your initiative bonus, which is 3.
Mine's 2.
Yeah.
1.
So you got a 4.
And I have 6.
6. Okay. So Mitch, you go first. Then Rick. Then the Kobolds. Then Michael. Then Prim. Then Rosie. Then Prim. All right. So you go first, Bawthorn.
Are there any wounded ones?
Barred. Sorry. Huh?
Are there any wounded ones?
Yeah, there's the one that got hit by a fire blast, and then there's, of course, the dead one.
All right.
Is the dead and the kids behind us now?
No, they're in between us and them. Huh?
I ran over to the one that got hit by the fireball.
Okay. And just so you know, the kobolds are the only thing between us and the family. It's a mom who's uninjured. She has a weapon. A dad who is injured, who's being carried by the 3 kids.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right. While I'm running, I just want to yell at him, like, keep running! Now attack. Natural 20.
All right. So go ahead and roll 2. It was a spear, correct?
No, that's a short sword.
Oh, short sword? Okay, the short sword's D6, correct?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I unequipped the spear and I used a short sword.
Okay.
Yeah, D6.
Yeah, you don't actually, you just threw a javelin, so really that javelin throw counts as an item drop, so you just have to do an item interaction to grab the short sword and attack, you know? So yeah, it's 2d6.
2d6 plus your damage modifier, which is your dex.
No, not dex on a sword.
Yes, it counts as a monk weapon. Therefore, he can choose to use his strength or his dex.
If it's a monk, okay.
If it's
so
a monk
short sword
weapon,
or any simple weapon. Gotcha.
Yes, if it is a monk weapon, he can choose between his strength or his dex.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. So what you roll?
10.
10. All right, that is 1 dead cobalt. Now there is a cobalt within range. You can move and do a bonus attack on that, I think.
Yeah, I'll use unarmed attack on him.
All right, cool.
That's a 23.
So 23 hits.
That's 5.
All right. It is still alive.
All right.
Cool. That is your turn.
Yeah.
Kobold's turn.
Yeah, it is Rick's go. Then the kobolds. All right, so Rick is going to fire a blast from his hand at one of them. There is, let's see, 8, 7, 6. There is 6 left alive. He's going to blast one that's not damaged. He misses. And now it's Cobalt. So number one, I'm gonna say 3 of them are locked on to you, since you're the nearest to them, and then other 3 head towards one each on each one of us. Okay. So 3 on you. Okay.
Okay.
1. No looking, guys. All right. 7.
No.
Okay. 6.
No.
Oh, down's bad, right? How about 17?
Yeah.
Okay. So you take 6 damage.
All right.
Cool. But yeah, he attacks you with a blade. Now we got 1 on Rick, 1 on Rosie, and 1 on Prim. Rick gets hit for 6 damage as well. It just basically it really catches Rick off guard and hits him for 6 damage. All right. Rosie takes 8 damage. Rosie also caught extremely off guard.
You're on behind Rick, right?
Yeah. And Prim, it runs up to Prim, but Prim being cautious, it doesn't get any sort of attack on Prim. Make sure you know that you have a bow equipped, okay? All right, it is your go, Rosie. You have a kobold on you, and there's one also on Rick.
What is the kobold wearing?
It is wearing basically a light sort of armor, and it has a dagger.
Just one moment, please. I'm gonna check this just real quick.
Here's what one looks like with wings.
They look like rat monkeys.
Oh, they're lizards.
Yeah, lizards.
Rat monkey.
They are not rat monkeys.
Are you gonna do what I think you're gonna do? Just so you know, Mitch, both Rick and Rosie got crit.
They got what?
Both Rick and Rosie got crit.
Oh.
Yeah, dude. Alright, so
what are we doing?
there's supposed to be something extra on here, but it doesn't say anything
It's
about
if they're
metal.
it does. It's
No,
like
not
if they're
on
wearing metal, they got advantage.
They're not wearing metal, it's just a metal weapon. It doesn't really count.
Yeah. You gonna use shocking grasp?
Yeah.
Cool. Hits.
13 plus 5. And
D8.
it's a D8. No modifier. 3 whole damage.
Alright, so no bonus.
No.
Okay, so the kobold in front of you takes 3 damage.
And
Rick is going to
protect me.
yeah. Well, he's got a kobold on him first.
He doesn't have to leave combat with the kobold because I'm directly behind him.
If he were to turn around and use Eldritch Blast, would that count as
He's not moving.
Yeah, what I'm saying, if he were to turn around and use Eldritch Blast, would it be a disadvantage?
He's not leaving.
It's like 5 foot away,
He's
right?
not leaving his spot. I'm directly behind him.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Would it be disadvantage even though he's 5 foot away? Well, 10 foot technically. No. All right. Well, anyway,
I'm not 10 foot away from him.
You're 5 foot, but the cobalt is another 5 foot.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
But Eldritch Blast, he has disadvantage on using it within 5 feet. It has to be 10 foot anyway.
All right. So he's good.
Yes.
All right. That's what I wanted to know.
So it's actually better for him to use it on that one instead of the one directly in front of
All
him.
right, so he goes ahead and he uses Eldritch Blast on the one on Rosie. Hits. Takes 8 damage. It is dead. All right, and let's not forget that both of y'all have like 2 potions.
I have to take it next turn.
All right, and it is Prim's go.
How close is the kobold to me?
It's in melee range, and just so you know, you have a bow equipped. So if you want to get out your daggers, you'd have to do them one at a time, or weapons. You have to do them one at a time, and you have to literally drop your bow to do an item interaction.
You literally have to take your bow, throw it on the ground, and then take out another weapon.
Man, you can only do one.
Yeah.
If you intend on attacking.
You cannot. You would have to wait
I
until.
can't use my bow and shoot it.
You can shoot it.
Blank range.
You can, but you'd have disadvantage. That means you roll 2d20 and take the lower of 2 results.
There is a feat that allows you to use it point blank,
Yeah.
Okay.
but that might just be for short bows.
Yeah.
Short bow mastery is pretty cool like that.
Well, I guess that's what I'm gonna do because
You're gonna shoot point blank.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead. Roll d20 twice, and no, not Michael's. The purple one. Roll that twice and take the lower of the 2 rolls.
14. 13.
A +5.
Yeah.
All right. So you hit. Go ahead and roll your d6 plus.
She pulled a
Not,
Legolas.
yeah, +3, right? D6 plus. Yeah.
She pulled a Legolas.
Yeah, it runs up and like she's like prepared, so she
She
backs
runs-
up from its attack and then just shoots it in the face.
Can
D6.
someone give me a D6?
You want the death die D6?
No. 2.
Yeah. All right, it's still alive.
Oh, wait, she adds her.
Yeah,
Dex
it's
modifier.
still 5.
5.
It's still 5. Yeah, it's still alive.
So it's alive and it has an arrow sticking out right here, right?
Yes, that's the one.
It's
No, it's in the eye. It's like in intense pain with an arrow in its eye.
so like whenever it looks around, like the arrow moves in its brain.
Yeah. All right. So turn order resets. It's your go again, Barind.
Alright, I want to attack the weak one with my short sword.
All right. Go ahead.
That's a 12.
You hit.
Yay!
That'd be 8 damage.
It is dead.
Alright, I will look to the next kobold.
Okay.
I'll use a key point to do flurry of blows.
So that's 2d4.
All right. Cool. But you got to roll for an attack, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
For both of them.
Is it that you're allowed to use the key point if you hit, like you hit, and then you're like, I choose to use a key point?
No.
Okay, so you
I
have.
I announce it as a bonus action.
Okay, so you announce it beforehand. Got you. No problem. All right. Cool.
First one is a 21.
Okay, that hits.
And then your second one.
Is a 12.
Hits. Go ahead and roll your damage, bro.
For 10.
All right, it is dead. You have 2 dead kobolds around you. One's still alive.
I just look at the third one.
I actually forgot that it's actually Rick after you, and then the kobolds. So Rick will go, and then the kobolds, then Rosie, and then because I had them mixed up last turn. Anyway, so let's have Rick go. Rick's gonna go ahead, and he's going to take disadvantage on an Eldritch Blast. +5, that's still 12. He hits, and the Cobalt in front of him takes 6 damage. It's still alive though. Now it's Cobalt's go. 1 on you. Hold on. Oh darn it. There. It misses. 1 on Rick. It misses. No wait. Let me see that real quick. I gotta make sure his AC because
Can
it's.
you explain that to me?
Explain what AC?
Yes.
I got to roll your AC to hit you. If I roll exactly.
I'll show her.
All right, so it actually hits Rick. Rick takes damage. So see how it says AC right there, and his is 14. I have to roll a 14 to hit Rick.
Okay.
All right, so Rick does get hit. He takes damage. He takes another 6 damage.
He's still alive.
He's down to 2. It's okay. I'm fine. No, I'm not down to 2, but.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
There we go. I have 5.
Hmm?
Yeah, I know, right? So Rick gets hit. The Cobalt on Prim. 15. Does
That hits me.
that hit you? All right. You take 3 damage. Okay.
That should put me to 11.
Hold on. All right.
You
So
took
here.
damage before, or did it miss before?
No, it missed. So 3 damage.
Hit 3 right there.
All right, and now it is Rosie's go. Rosie.
Rosie. Oh shit. The one on Rick's almost dead, right?
Yeah.
She moves back. Full distance back.
Like 30 foot.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then she shoots a firebolt at the one in front of Rick.
Okay.
18 plus 5.
You hit.
And that's D20, boy. Sorry, D10. 4 damage on the one in front of Rick.
The one in front of Rick is dead. Prim, it's your go.
I got a question. Are there any trees or anything around?
Yeah,
Within
there's one about there's a bunch of trees about 100 foot away,
100 foot.
behind, like where you entered.
That's where that family is.
I-
That's where that family's at right now.
No,
I'm
they're
gonna
not
try
at
to
the,
hit
they're not
the
at the
other
trees.
eye.
Family's not at the trees.
Hmm?
Huh?
I guess at this point I'm going to try to hit the other eye.
All right, cool. Give me a roll with disadvantage.
11.
All right, miss.
The other one was worse. So.
Yeah, you miss. All
Did
right.
you add your modifier?
Yeah, plus
Yeah,
5.
plus 5 to whatever you roll.
Oh.
You rolled 11 plus 5.
It
Oh.
didn't matter.
Was
Oh.
it? Did you roll? What did you roll?
The
Did you-
first one I rolled an 11, and I just kind of dropped the dice.
Did you
because
add
said
a
I
plus?
missed.
Did you add a plus 5 to it though?
No. It was
Oh,
an
try
11.
to like add that out loud next time. Oh, it's
So
okay.
it's
You
like
hit.
16. You hit.
You hit.
11.
just
oh
say
wait,
that-
wait. Oh, the 8 plus 5 too.
Yeah, it still hits.
All right, yeah, you're good.
Oh, okay.
8 plus 5 makes
Can I
it
get
12.
another
right?
dice?
I mean 13, I believe.
Why are you griping? It's
Because
a
y'all were
perfectly good dice.
It's a perfectly good death dice. It just rolls low all the time. That's all.
6.
6
Huh.
plus,
I rolled a 2 last time, and I rolled a 6 with a new one. I was perfectly
6
validated.
plus 3, 9.
All right,
9
it's dead.
damage.
It's dead.
Don't
All
you
right,
say
so
the
then
other eye
it's
starts
your-
matching?
Yeah, their eyes are matching, sort of. The arrow's going in kind of sideways on one, but you know it's okay.
Super lit.
It's your go, Baldwin.
Alright, I will finish this other couple off.
All right, cool.
Short sword for 18.
18. It gets hit.
7.
7. It's dead. Because it's already
Alright,
taken
I'm
damage,
gonna
right?
go pick up a javelin.
You're gonna pick. Okay. The family kind of limps over towards you or whatever, and the mom's like, "Can y'all help us make it to the place? There's always strength in numbers."
It leads the way.
All right, so they're heading towards the keep. Are y'all gonna?
Pop potion 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, 2d4 plus 2. Do you want Rick to take a potion or no?
Absolutely.
All right, Rick's gonna take a potion because he needs it.
I'll take one as well.
5,
6,
6,
7.
7.
Heal 7.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll wait. I'll wait.
All right. All right. So Rick heals for 10 health. He has 12 health left. Okay. Rick is at 12. So that was actually a really good potion. All right.
They're all cherry flavored.
Yeah, they're all cherry flavored. We got
Red with
2
cherry
potions left. All right. So are we gonna just head straight into the town?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought y'all were going with the family.
We are.
Towards the town hall.
Okay. So cool. Y'all are heading down, and y'all see that there's the buildings are on fire, and y'all hear attacking and stuff like that. But you don't see much as y'all are heading along. Y'all head about. Y'all are bobbing and weaving through these buildings and whatnot, heading towards the. It's what's it called? A fort, I guess. It's a big building that's made of brick.
And that's it for this
Okay.
episode.
And I'm gonna stop the video right now, and I'm gonna pick up in just a second. Okay.